Good morning. It's Friday, February 28th, 2025. It's 8:15 a.m. This is episode 2844. We have a long video today because I started this cartoon 3 times and I put in a lot of detail before I started on the final version. Naturally, this is the first, and I'm trying to do this cubicle thing. And as you see, I keep moving this thing around. Then I brought it down, then I gave it more of an aerial view. And this might be the one that I should have stuck with. You know, looking at it now, it looks pretty good. I think so, but I don't know why. For some reason, I wasn't really digging where it was going. Maybe it might have been because of the lettering. Oh, no, I don't think we're there yet. For where I was going to put the Washington Post. This might be it right here. This might be the one I should have stuck with. And then I moved it in, and then, yeah, moved it in. This is the second attempt. The first one might be the one I stuck with, where I stopped. Yeah, Bezos is, he's demanding the paper pretty much, the opinion page, not to publish anything that's against liberty and free markets. This is the third version, the last one. This one worked out well. There's something different about it that I'm not happy with, and I don't know why. Maybe it's fine. But yet, Bezos has ordered the opinion page not to do anything that doesn't support free markets or liberty. Basically, and he says that stuff can run somewhere else. Remember when he bought the paper, everybody was real happy. Like, oh, he saved the Washington Post. Democracy dies in darkness is a slogan. And now it is darkness. When you're saying that there are certain topics you won't publish, and other papers can do that. There's other places that can run that stuff. Well, he's meddling. He made a move to pull an endorsement. A lot of people say that they dropped their subscriptions because he pulled an endorsement of Kamala Harris. To me, it's not because he pulled an endorsement of Harris. It's because he pulled endorsements. I just think that's stupid. And yeah, I would have been upset if they had endorsed Trump. But then, in telling this, my colleague, I wasn't digging these links here. She did this cartoon that featured Bezos along with other billionaires, and they pulled it, or they just wouldn't let her run it, so she quit and made a lot of noise with that. And now they're doing this crap. I mean, so much for a hands-off editor. I mean, it wasn't his call to pull the Claytoonz cartoon, but it's because her editor, Dave Shipley, knew that he'd probably get fired if he did. But now he's quit over this latest decision. I will say this: so far, the Post hasn't really meddled with this his news department yet, and they're still a great news source. I mean, the Washington Post is still a great newspaper with its reporting, but I would not say with the opinion page. I mean, right now, the only cartoonist on staff, or not on staff, but that draws for the Post, is Michael Ramirez. And think about that. The Washington Post, the home of Herblock, and it had Tom Tolles. And it says, and it went from these two great cartoonists, like 70 years or so with Tolles. Maybe not 70. But, and then 2 decades with Tolles. I'm sorry, 60, 50 years, whatever, with Herblock, and then 2 decades with Tolles. And these are like 2 of the best cartoonists in the history of it. And then the editor's a fine cartoonist, but he's a Canadian cartoonist. And the Post lied too. They said they were going to hire somebody, but then they freelanced a guy from Canada. And I don't think that's cool. It's just, sure, the editor liked it and everything, but there should be someone who lives in the United States, who's from the United States, who understands the politics and nuances and stuff like that. Don't hire somebody and have just like hit the ground running pretty much. And man, Canadian cartoonists love drawing about the United States. Canada must be boring to them, because I can't think of any American cartoonist that hits Canada as much as these Canadian cartoonists hit the U.S. I don't have a problem with that. I'm just pointing it out. But Bezos is just cowing down to Trump, and I don't think that's because Bezos wants those huge-ass tax cuts, those sweet tax cuts Trump's about to give him and all the other billionaires. Bezos is the second richest person in the world, I believe, and Elon's the first. I guess to be that rich, you just gotta be, a fucker, Bezos, maybe he just wants to be an oligarch, and I guess he is at this point. He bought one of the nation's best newspapers, and he's fucking it up. in the name of Trump. Because I mean, he went to the inauguration, and it wasn't, to me. It's not a big deal that they go to the inauguration, but it's a big deal when they take seats away from like cabinet members and people that traditionally have those kind of seats. But Trump let those billionaires get there. Of course, those billionaires gave Trump a lot of money, whether not for his campaign. Well, Elon did, but they give money for the inauguration, which is something that a lot of people do that's nonpartisan. I'm just going to give money for this inauguration, show that I support America. But they gave it to Trump. The thing is, inauguration money for Trump disappears. A lot of it disappears. And you look out and you see a parade of tractors. That's what he spends it on. Tractors and Three Doors Down. Three Doors Down plays county fairs. You know, it's just fucked up. Fucked up, America. Yeah, it's fucked up. Let me go down here and look at who gets shout outs. And then the Dark said, "That's nice, honey." I don't think he's being nice. I think that's probably a rudeness. That's, yeah. I don't know. You got to work better on your snark, you know. Robert Cotino. And then they gave me a comment, and Satanic Fatty. And Master Screen says, Why do you think Elon's living with a felon? He's staying in the Lincoln bedroom because Trump needs somebody to. Master, I know you're probably joking around, but maybe you don't know that Elon, maybe he has spent in the Lincoln bedroom, but he's actually been sleeping in the executive building across the street. What I want to know is if he's paying for that. Is he just like crashing? That's where Doge's offices are located. Which again is an unofficial agency. And now they're even saying Elon's not running it, but Elon's running it. I mean, probably hired an administrator. Well, he has. But yeah, it's his whole fucking thing. And it's supposed to be a temporary agency too. I guess as soon as Elon's grifted as much as he can grift off the government and contracts, they'll shut it down. Funny thing is that Elon has got a brand new contract with the Federal Aviation Administration while they were investigating, auditing the Federal Aviation Administration, and they even fired like 400 employees, something so far. Yeah, I did that with Washington Post logo like 2 or 3 times, and I don't know. I don't think I like any of them. So I got one of those water bottles with the straw. So I stopped buying bottled water, and because someone who works with this water agency told me I should stop and just use my faucet because it's actually better. Anyway, how many minutes we got? No, not long. So, yeah, and also I worked a while in Elon's news. I'm gonna have a bonus cartoon with Elon. I might do it today or tomorrow. I have to do a cartoon for the advance. I got to do my cartoon today for my clients. I got to go to my post office today before 5. A reader's coming to town tomorrow, and I'm gonna have lunch with her. And then I got to write a 20-minute speech. With that, I got to do that before Wednesday, but I'm probably going to try it this weekend. And maybe put together a PowerPoint. I don't know. I need to get more details on that. Probably before Wednesday. So, let's see where we haven't done a video this long in a while. And that's why I don't mind it. It's like, we don't do it. And it doesn't take too long, you know. Usually I watch guitar videos all the time. And on YouTube about certain guitars and brands and stuff that I'll never ever buy, and I look for the shorter ones because most of them are like 20 minutes. I'm like, it's brutal. Let me just go for a 5-minute one. That's great, guys. I want to thank you all for coming by today. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. But you'll hear from me again tomorrow or later today. And I gotta go to work. I'll talk to you later today or tomorrow. Goodbye.